9/25, Monday, 26. Tenant moved out on Saturday, and there now you can see it. It's hard to get photos of these. This is all new within the last, I would say, 6 weeks, because I was in here and these were not here. She did not have anything hanging on the walls. And then we have up by the ceiling, which is also bubbling. Let's focus, come on. And this bubbling, the FEMA and building engineer taught me that the bubbling is water evaporation from water coming up from underneath the house. That it will look and feel like it's bubbling paint, like there's air bubbles beneath it, and none of this was here. This is all new. And I just maybe 3 days ago found that above the door in the upper unit, so which is directly to the right of this door, the entryway, there are bubbles all around the door and the ceiling as well. Then it also, we have some, which is super hard to see, but it's there. I will take more photographs, but there are small like black cracks, but this is, none of this was here just weeks ago. And then this was not here as well. And again, you have some of that bubbling. It seems to sort of be appearing everywhere. This is a covered, windows are here, but they're covered, so covered porch. And then we have here, which is also new, bubbling, and this, you can actually see it like broke open, and if I pull that, I could literally just pull this off like an orange peel, and this, that is the original, like the plaster underneath the top. So now you're talking like paint exposure. Some more bubbling cracks. And again, this is specific bubbling. This is from water. This isn't like old plaster just gone wrong. And you can tell in this area really were not many patch jobs. Like you'll see an older plaster, that is not this. There's actually a big long crack up here too. Super, oh, there we go. That's new. You can see where it is, which is right next to the archway. And again, this door goes directly to ground zero of a sinkhole, patio collapsing, patio, the front porch literally disintegrating. The white is calcium because the water's getting soaked up from underneath. When I purchased the home, there was not a crack in the stamped concrete. It is not textured like that. As a matter of fact, you can see what it looked like this. And that all started the white started just a few weeks ago. The disintegrating a few weeks ago. And it is rapid. You can start to see pitting here. It wasn't there. It's pitting everywhere. You're starting to see way more separation at the bases of things. The other thing is this is new. I'd say maybe over the last 6 weeks. And that was not like that at all. And what I have to have checked out concerns me is just a few days ago, I noticed my top porch is pulling away. there is a gap about an inch because both are covered, so there wouldn't be water from that. And you can see over on this side, bricks falling out, disintegrating. Those are all messed up. You can see the green from the water. And I'll come and show you in here. Doors are... I'll just...
Okay, I got that value.
Come in here, and this is what I just found literally just a few days ago. Now, I did not have access to her unit, and holy cow. I did photograph it the other day. I don't know if I filmed it, but it is way worse today. This is all water. Like the FEMA inspector taught me, that none of that was there. And you can see how it's just forming all over the place up there. So it is scary. And there's also the crack that's up there. That is just new within the last week, 4 to 7 days. More. You can see where the top is actually angling down. The bricks are coming out more. That is coming out, cracking. The steps are literally angled. Just like that is now angled. And you can see how deep this is getting, which this is one of the first things to start. And this is the area where the Detroit lines are. They have to come out. And this is where the entire sidewalk, you can look, this is ground zero because it's straight sidewalk till about there. And then they come down and they're converging in the middle. So when it rains, now it's flooding in front of my house and in front of Jamila's house. Jamila's house is starting to have the same issues that my house is having. There's also a sinkhole up here that I've reported a few times, and it doesn't look like a whole lot when the grass is in it, but it is literally like super squishy ground. Like you put your feet in it, feels like quicksand, and it's like super big. So nobody's done anything about that, and it is getting larger, which it is right in this location. So you can start to see that that's coming up at the bottom worse than it was. Even the neighbor on the right is starting to have issues. Bricks are coming out more. This is long, but I'm trying to get a complete video here. So now, brick is literally turning into dust. These are so bad, which is hard to tell in the video. They are so bad though, you cannot even like stand straight on them. You are literally angled. Geez, I don't know. They're like 40 degrees maybe. And you can see another area where the water's coming up. All of this coming out, brick literally just disintegrating. All of this is starting to pull apart. This whole structure pull away from itself. And then I think I will walk, and now here you have, this is new too. This is again the calcium, I guess, coming up just like it is in the patio. This wall is literally bulging out and completely disintegrating before my very eyes, quickly, rapidly. It's because of this window. That is my bathroom window up there where the bathroom collapsed. This was the former tenant's window. And now we have, this is completely rotted out. And there is daily change. I'll sweep up the dust usually, but you can see, I've never seen anything like this. All of these bricks were completely normal flat-faced bricks. When I purchased them, they were normal flat-faced bricks 6 weeks ago. You can see the openings that are starting. This wall is starting to bulge out. All of this is falling apart, opening up. You can see under there where it is cracking. Now this is cracked. That was not cracked before. That window, this window, which had a small crack in it, is now literally shifted half an inch, pushed up. This one, don't even know what that goes to because that was never exposed until now. But literally disintegrating brick. And then again, we got some of the calcium that's coming up. Disintegrating brick. This was all whole, flat-faced brick, disintegrating brick. It's now popping out. You can see there's some I haven't cleaned up. That's every day. Like it disintegrates to nothing. Oh yeah, and that's new. This is brand new. See, it opened up all the way across. This is getting far bigger. Again, it's hard to show on these videos. The walls, this had started a few months ago, but is rapidly getting bigger, wider, longer. Just is. And then you're starting to see some bubbling all the way up through the second floor. I will go down here, but I can only go down here for literally a couple of minutes because the black mold is so bad that I literally I need Benadryl. It's bad. So you can start to see where their cover paint job up is starting to come off in various areas, and then the mold is just coming through is what's happening. Paint's bubbling off from water everywhere, basically. Mold, bubbly paint. There we go. Lots of mold. Black, that's black mold. That was verified black mold. It's just everywhere. I've been trying to keep up on it. I cannot. This is just fell on its own. Floor, it hasn't even rained and I don't know how long the floor is still wet. This is tipping far more than it was, which I don't really think is safe. And already this short of a time being in here, my face feels like it's starting to burn and like burn, and then my breathing starts to feel not right. So I'm almost already down here too long. And I was completely spraying all of this all the time, literally every day. And it just got to the point where I can't, you know, it wasn't doing anything anymore. So this is the speakeasy part, which you've seen. Again, it's getting worse. The floor's bubbled up more. It almost looks like, I don't know, oily stuff comes up. This is all black mold and everything. It's just literally everywhere. I don't think at this point there's any place the black mold isn't And you can tell from photos and video I took before, but you can see how much worse the black mold is there. It's up the door. It's way worse. Everywhere. Is covering literal everything. And like I can't even use the laundry anymore. It is like out of control bad. This is falling apart more. This door's still stuck from that thing. So it's way worse than just embedded in the mold. Those are parts of the arch. It's not on the bar. I run the dehumidifier 24/7, but mold. Look how bad it is. Like, it's really bad, and it's rapidly getting worse. Now there's mold on pipe coverings, and it's even some of the wood starting to seep where it was not seeping before. I don't know why it's doing that, but that was never like that before. You can see how bad it is. I'm not even in the part under the porch basement, I mean the wettest part. Oh, see, we even got some mold covering this. Oh, that wood. The walls are just disintegrating. All mold. Like every board, everywhere. And it is black mold for certain. I just showed this just to try to make it a little bit better. Everything just moving. I don't think it's rained in 2 weeks. Disintegrating. This is under the porch, under our 2 entryway doors. Far worse. The rebar is showing. All of this is far, far worse. This was not even totally cracked all the way through. It is now. It is now. And this mold I still spray down all the time, but I don't think it's helping. It's the kitchen. Speakeasy kitchen. So, just an update. As you can see, how bad things are getting, actually. It's really bad at this point. So, there's the update. One more time. And oh, there, like that. I didn't even notice that. No, I didn't even notice that till just now. That's water bubbling. This is completely being pushed in. Not cracking. This is a huge crack. This is way higher than it was. That's got to be 6-7 inches now. That showed you before, but what you can clearly see now is this whole porch is tipping down in the corner, far worse than it was. You can see the angle of the roof is tipping down this way. There is way more cracking in any beams. Shifting. It's tipping there. The sinkholes, I was told, is over there. So there's 3 altogether. And now we're getting disintegrating brick back here. I didn't really have. Oh, there you go. That's what that is. That's water, I guess. So everything's soaked up from the water. Look how much of the brick has disintegrated. They were not like this. Hell, that is. But anyway, that's what's happening to the whole structure. So it is getting a little scary. How much of the brick is just disintegrated. And this wasn't going at all at the beginning of the summer. So all of this, I didn't even see. I don't even usually check the side of the house for stuff like this, but this is, it's frightening. One thing I noticed, the paint, this isn't like just flaking paint. This is actually bubbling out from the water, it seems. So I've had flaking paint on other parts of the house because it's an old house, but this is literally bubbling out, just like the FEMA building engineer said it would. And calcium coming out just like they said it would. That is like just straight up. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. It's everywhere.